What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another one of our Thursday marketing videos brought to you by the Conscious Contractor Community. I want to tell you a little bit about the Conscious Contractor Community, but first, let's get into today's subject. Today's subject is marketing. I want to tell you a few things. I'm going to keep this simple. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. And when it comes to marketing and your business, I want you not to overcomplicate things. We often tend to overcomplicate things and get overwhelmed. And I want to help you avoid overwhelm by giving you some things to think about. Just 3 simple things that will assist you with your marketing. All right, are you ready to learn these 3 simple things? First of all, determine what you really want out of your business and life. This seems so simple. You're probably saying, that's way too simple, Luke. Of course I know what I want to do. Do you really know what you want to do? Do you want to be an artisan tile installer, a solo operator, or do you want to build a business with employees? That's the first thing. And the why. Why do you want this? Is it really important to you to be that artisan? Do you want to be like Joshua Nordstrom or my friend Mike Moreno or any of the other many amazing, talented artisans and be world renowned for your artistry and be paid incredibly top dollar and work 6 months out of the year and be that solo installer? Or do you want a turnkey business, a business that will provide the lifestyle that you want and employ people and help more people in your community and reach out and be that business leader? So once again, I want you to ask yourself, what do I really want out of this contracting business? What do I want to build for myself? That's going to be so important when it comes to determining how you're going to market yourself, because even if you're a one-person operation today, maybe you are that artisan tile contractor, but you have dreams and goals and aspirations to employ 20 people. Maybe you want to be the largest tile contractor in North America, wherever you're at. I don't know. But just think about this. That impacts how you're going to start marketing yourself today. You're going to ditch talking about yourself as an artisan tiler. If you want to own a company, you're going to start using things like we install tile in our neighborhood. We assist our clients, and your marketing should represent that. So when you think about branding your company, that's why I want you to really focus on what you really want out of this company. Because if you want a big company and to help a lot of people and to employ a lot of people and to lead a team of top installers, stop talking about your work. Stop talking about your tile installations. Talk about our tile installations. Talk about what your company is doing at large. And this will imprint it in your mind and help you keep on track to your goals. And it will also tell the world, hey, we are building something. We are a company that can serve you, and we're scaling this in our community. And so that's my number one thing. And again, it's very simple, but it is the most important groundwork for your branding, for your marketing, for your messaging. And without getting this, without nailing this 100%, you are going to struggle, because you're going to be marketing and putting out the wrong message potentially. Number 2, what's working for others? Now, I want to encourage you to look outside of our industry, expand your horizons. Look inside our industry, of course, but also outside. Look at other trades in your city. I did this when I was growing my business in Los Osos, California, and I saw a painting company, and one year they had 6 trucks, and then December they bought 6 more trucks, and they were all fully wrapped, and all of their workers used uniforms. So they had their branding down. They were expanding. They had their workers using uniforms. But you know what I noticed? They weren't the best painting company in town. They weren't. They were not the best painting company in town, but the things they were doing, I learned from. They also did door flyers. I remember one morning I said, oh man, I started taking note on the contractors and the businesses locally who were sending me things in my mailbox. And then I saw that they were growing, and I said, maybe there's a correlation here. Maybe they're advertising, and that's directly impacting their growth. So what's working for others? What can you embody and take into your company and start doing? And that's just one small example. A few examples: branding, logos on their trucks, wrapped vehicles, company uniforms, snail mail marketing, and great websites. You know, all these things, right? All the things together. And now you're telling me, but Luke, you said not to overcomplicate it. And that's true. That's very true. So my third point is do what you can. Just get started doing the one thing that you can do today. Now, for me, when I first started my company in Los Osos, we had just moved to Central California. We didn't know a soul. We didn't know a in-law, an outlaw. We didn't have friends. We didn't have family. So what was I going to do? And I was pretty much in a position where I needed to get to work within 2-3 weeks to pay that high rent because it is the central coast of California. And so the thing that I could do with the amount of money that I had and that I knew was low-hanging fruit, and this conversation came up in the Tile Money Facebook group just a few days ago last week. Are business cards relevant? Heck yes, they're relevant. I went to Kinko's or wherever and I purchased 250 business cards for like $50, very low investment. And I designed it right there. You don't even have to hire a designer. They have a little machine, a computer, and you just design it right there. All I had was a phone number, my license number, an email address, and the name of my company. And we went into business. We were officially into business. Now, of course, I had, like I told you, license, phone number, all that good stuff. But that was what I could do to get started. And then you say, well, what do you do with business? You go hand them out. I didn't know a soul. I didn't have anybody in my corner rooting for me except my wife. And I wasn't going to sit at home. I was going to go out there and produce work. And that's exactly what I did. I went out there with those business cards and my smile and my, at that time, it was 15 years of experience in the tile industry. And I sold myself. I sold myself to contractors. I sold myself to homeowners. I sold myself to builders. And I got busy right away, just with $50 worth of business cards. Those business cards, my phone and email still, I haven't changed my phone number. I still get phone calls from California from time to time. People who have those business cards. It's simple. Then later, once I started taking note of what's working for others, number two, what's working for others, I got myself logos on my t-shirts. My crew had them. I got my trailer wrapped. I had a 14-foot by 7-foot trailer completely wrapped. I bought that thing used, and it wasn't the prettiest trailer, but once we got it wrapped, it was pretty. We put some new tires on it and got it wrapped, and that was a rolling billboard. I got logos on my truck, and I got a website built. And I started doubling down on Instagram. Instagram was very hot at the time, and it makes sense for what we do, right? We share photos. Our work is very shareable, and people like to share it. So I did a few simple things to get going. That's right, Hayden. A strong woman behind me was what I needed, and what I still need to this day to continue, as you say, kicking ass. I appreciate the comment. Appreciate you joining us in. So choose a platform, and you might be thinking, there's so many social media platforms, websites. What do we do? Choose one. Choose one, and get really good at it. Get really good at it. Well, what platform should we choose? What platform should you choose? Where are your ideal prospects at? I want to ask you, where are your prospects at? And I asked my prospects, what social media platforms are you using? Facebook was number one because I had a lot of older clients. And they hang out on Facebook. It's an aging platform, even 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Instagram was number two at the time. Instagram is owned by Facebook. So I had to find out, I had to ask my clients, where do you hang out socially? Then I got my Facebook profile, my Instagram profile, and I doubled down on those two. And I was already proficient on Instagram, so it wasn't a stretch for me. It wasn't like I had to really push myself. Facebook, I did push myself to learn, and I was always lagging behind. And at the time, I really tripled down on Instagram, and I can give you some simple strategies if you want on that. Use these platforms to reach out to other business owners. Use these platforms to promote yourself, yes, but also to network with other business owners that might be able to refer you, even if they don't end up doing business for you. So I want to ask you, what's realistic for you? Just figure out this one thing. What is realistic for me to do today. Maybe it's the business cards. Maybe it's Instagram. Maybe it's YouTube. You know, those are all good platforms. Maybe it's Facebook. Maybe what's realistic for you is to get yourself a website at happytileguy.com. You know, maybe you are so busy that you don't want to do any of that stuff, but you know that the slow times are coming. And so you've heard and you've learned that it's really beneficial to be online where people are searching for you. And the longer you have that URL, the better it becomes. The better Google ranks it, the higher they rank it. And so I want you to pick something and do something. Don't worry about all the things. Remember, keep it simple. Just pick the one thing that's realistic for you and double, triple down on it. Make sure that your prospects are there. I want to give you some tough love right now, guys. Unless you're attempting to do what I do, and it's fine, and I want to encourage you if you do want to start a podcast or a YouTube channel, and I will even help you do that. But unless you're attempting to be a social media influencer, why? Why do you care beyond the networking? Why do you care so much about what your Instagram tile friends are doing all over the world? You should be using these platforms to network and to promote yourself locally. Do you do business? Are your tile friends buying your tile services? And maybe it's in your downtime and you're like, that's my downtime, Luke. Screw you. That's what I like to do. Fine. But I'm talking about marketing your business today. And so if you're just going in Facebook groups to learn is one thing, and Facebook groups are phenomenal for learning, and the Conscious Contractor Community is phenomenal for learning and networking with peers who want to teach you something you don't know. That's what it's there for. But if you're spending all of your time there, it's not going to help you attract more clients. It's not going to help you get more clients to buy your tile installation services, your bathroom remodeling services. So figure out where your ideal prospects are at and who they are, what they look like, so that you can start to talk to them. And double down on one platform until it becomes second nature to you. You know, this should, before you add a second and a third platform, get one down and make it easy. Make it a part of your life. With Instagram, it was a part of my daily routine. I sat in the pickup truck and I cranked it up, and my father and grandfather always taught me, warm up your trucks. And you know, it's one of those habits, warm up your vehicles when you start them. And so I would sit there and warm up my vehicle. I would put my phone in the phone holder and I would go live on stories, Instagram stories, and I would make 4 stories. At the time, it was 15 seconds each. 15 times 4 is 1 minute. And I would make 4 stories because I was taught that any more than 4 stories, people get bored. So 4 stories a day was all I made. It was part of my morning ritual. And I started out, good morning, San Luis Obispo County, because that was the county I was working in. So I was targeting, and at the time you could use, and you still can, you know, you can have like a map link that shows where you're at. So I was targeting my ideal client. My ideal client lived in my freaking town. They didn't live in Kansas. They didn't live in Iowa. They lived in California. They lived in San Luis Obispo County. And I called them out. And I told them where I was, and I told them who I was. And I smiled, and I talked about the weather. Why did I talk about the weather? It's easy. It's an easy icebreaker, and I didn't talk about it for the full minute. That was the first 15 seconds. Good morning, it's a beautiful day, or it's not such a great day, we got rain, hope you're enduring it, whatever the case might be. Then the next 30 seconds, 45 seconds, I would go into what I was doing that day. I'm going to head over to my client's house. We're delivering this tile. I'm setting my crews up. We are installing a shower today. We're installing a floor today. Do you see where I'm going with this? You know, let them know who you are and what you're doing, and target your ideal clients. It's very simple. You know, keep it simple. Do not overcomplicate this. If you overcomplicate it, you're not going to do a damn thing. And you're going to say, I can't do all the things. I don't want you to do all the things. Do one thing that works. I want to show you what my friend Ben Santos has been doing. And I have, he is joining the Conscious Contractor Community today in less than 2 hours and 90 minutes at 2 p.m. Eastern Time to talk about how he sells tub to shower conversions at probably about 5 times the going rate. So here's what he's been doing. I wanted to show you this. This is his website. He's been working on it for a long time. Now, this is his main page. You'll notice it's full of referrals. It's full of customer testimonials. And he's done something very well, and that's branded himself. He has an online blog, a journal, and he's talking about things to attract his ideal clients. Your tile job may not survive. This is a great article. There's probably a lot of great keywords in there attracting people who have had failed showers. He talks about the work they do, and these are all, some of them are blogs and some of them are videos. He's linked it to his YouTube channel. Very good for search engine optimization. Every video here has a thumbnail. Every thumbnail has Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, as well as their branding, their logo. Very, very good stuff. Wayfair for your bathroom remodel, big mistake. A lot of you will ask me or have conversations and say, how do we keep clients from buying bad tile? Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about why certain tile, and you don't even have to do what Ben did here. You can just talk about why tile is not all equal, right? Now, this other one, he's got how it's built. So he's got videos here, short videos that he's making already. And so he's doubling down. He makes a video for Instagram, YouTube, whatever it might be, and then he puts it on his website. He talks about his materials. He's calling to that higher authority. He's getting co-branding in there. Shower ideas and inspiration. Now people are going to say, well, man, we got all this inspiration, shower ideas. They're obviously doubling down on their marketing for shower, tub to shower conversions. So people are looking at these showers. They say, I like that one. Can you give me one like this? Only I want it in this color. You see how that would help? And then why Hamilton Tile? It's a page that is dedicated to their standards, who they are, certifications. You see the NTCA logo, all this good stuff, if they're CTI or not, CTI installers, all this stuff. And it's, I got to say, and I don't mean to upset my friend Ben, but it's not the best looking website. It's busy. This is the homepage. It's busy, but it's working for him. And it's working for him because he's doubled and tripled down on his efforts for, maybe 10 years. He's been blogging, and he's been making video contents for maybe another 5 years. And it's working, and they are able to land and sell clients at a much higher rate than most people are selling tub to shower conversions at. So if that sounds good to you, there's a Zoom link below, and I'm opening up today's mastermind call on Zoom, and it starts in less than 90 minutes at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I would highly recommend you join it. Ben is going to be delivering a ton of value, much more than I just delivered. I want to keep these videos short. We already went a little long. And if you want to join the Conscious Contractor Community, where we have a tight-knit group of contractors who are encouraging one another and sharing ideas and pushing one another and celebrating each other's wins, in the month of January, which we only have less than a week away, you can save $1,500 on this annual price. And for only $500, you can join a committed and invested group of contractors just like you who are building businesses, and they're building businesses that they can be proud of and that serve their life. A conscious contractor knows that only once they're whole, once they're happy, once they have a complete life, can they serve their clients and their families to the highest degree. I talk to so many of you, and it's oftentimes heartbreaking because you'll tell me, Luke, I'm doing X amount of dollars per week. And then I say, let's walk through your schedule. And it turns out you're working between 12 and 14-hour days, 7 days a week sometimes, 6 and 7 days a week. And you have families. That's not a conscious contractor. Conscious contractor realizes that that's going to burn you out. That is going to burn you the hell out. If it doesn't burn you out this year, it might burn you out next year. It might burn you out the next year. And maybe you're strong enough that it never burns you out, but at what cost? At what cost to your family? A conscious contractor also knows that you need to be prosperous. You need profit. Without profit, where's your business going? Where's the longevity? Where's the sustainability? Who's going to be there for your clients? Who are you going to be able to treat your employees better? Are you going to be able to really take your time with your clients, or are you going to be always in a rush because you're a day late and a buck short? All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's marketing video, and I encourage you to check out the Conscious Contractor Community. There is a link wherever you're watching or listening to this. Have a great day. Stay positive out there. There's a lot of negativity in the world. And above all else, please remember to, since you're in business and you're a business owner, to please, please, please stay profitable, tile friends. Over and out. We'll talk to you tomorrow.